In the headlines of this bulletin, the working session with the party personnel board of the City People's Committee on the program of supervising the leadership and guidance of the implementation of the Politburo Resolution number 59 NQTW on building and developing Cần Thơ City to 2030 with vision to 2045. Cần Thơ City is preparing conditions for students to return schools for learning offline. The presentation of an evaluation to boost the competence of containing COVID-19 epidemic for hospitals by Catholic people in Top North Urban District. Hello, it's great to see you back here in this edition of Continuous and Top News today. On October 23rd morning, Party Central Member cum Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee Lê Quang Mạnh and leaders of Party Building Board had a working session with the Party Personnel Board of the City People's Committee on the program of supervising the leadership and guidance of the implementation of the Politburo Resolution number 59 NQTW on building and developing Cần Thơ City to 2030 with vision to 2045. Attending the supervision were Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường and members of the Permanent Board under Cần Thơ City Party Committee. In the past time, the Party Personnel Board has focused on leading and making decisions on working regulations, timely penetrating and concretizing guidelines, resolutions, directives of the Central and Cần Thơ City Party Committee on social, economic, security, defense tasks, especially the resolution of the Party Congress of Cần Thơ City Party Committee in 2020-2025 term, in line with the Politburo Resolution number 59. The Party Building Board considered the implementation of the Resolution number 59 as the sustaining important political task that shows the creativity, proactivity, and the determination in 9 specific solutions and 40 activities of the City People's Committee. Scientific Council of Central Offices and Personnel Organizing Scientific Institute under the Central Organizing Board and the Personnel Organizing Board under Cần Thơ City have totally organized the scientific workshop entitled Leading Role of Party Committee and Party Organization at Public-Owned Units and some theoretical issues on arranging and perfecting mechanism of public-owned units. Theoretical issues, reality, and many experiences relating to leading roles of party committees, party organizations, and public-owned units, as well as Ho Chi Minh ideology and viewpoints of the party on leading role of party committees at some public-owned units in Cần Thơ City were shared at the workshop. The workshop is the chance to share experiences and models, to propose solutions for timely removing difficulties, shortcomings, perfecting mechanisms and policies. On October 22nd afternoon, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện had a working session with Phong Suburban District People's Committee to inspect the progress of floor clearance tasks of major projects. These major projects include Tidal Bridge, the Provincial Road 918, the retaining dike against landslide in Mỹ Khánh Market, Phong Resettlement Zone. Floor clearance task of these projects is assigned for the Project Management Board and Land Fund Development Center. As of now, some projects have been underway and compensation expense for these projects have been approved. However, stricken people did not agree with compensation levels and resettlement policies. As a result, Phong Suburban District proposed the City People's Committee take into account the guideline of buying resettlement floors for stricken families and adjust compensation levels. As instructed by the Education and Training Ministry, Cần Thơ City is evaluated the epidemic level number 1, so the city is preparing conditions for students to return schools for learning offline. Local leaders and the managing unit of the education sector of districts are checking over conditions to ensure COVID-19 epidemic prevention and control safety at schools as stipulated. According to leaders of the Education and Training Department, offline learning must get high consensus from the society. From then, the department will use as the advices given to the City People's Committee to decide type for returning schools. It's expected that on November 1st, primary and secondary education students will return schools for learning offline. If not, primary students will self-study at home and secondary students keep learning online. Surveys on school return from students' parents are conducted from now to October 24th. In 2021-2022 school year, Cần Thơ City has 250,000 students at different levels. With the aim of boosting competence of containing the COVID-19 epidemic for hospitals, on October 22nd afternoon, at the witness of leaders of Cần Thơ City and Thốt Nốt Upper District, Catholic people in the Upper District presented the ambulance, which is valued at more than 1 billion Vietnam dong to the locality. Present at the event was permanent member of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, come chairman of Cần Thơ City's Vietnam Fatherland French Committee Nguyễn Trung Nhân. The ambulance is fully equipped with modern devices and is raised from Catholic people and units. Specifically, Ngọc Quang Import-Export Limited Liability Company supports 400 million Vietnam dong. Nguyễn Văn Diễn, working at Thốt Nốt Seafood Company, supports 300 million Vietnam dong. Nguyễn Thị Bích Giao, working at Duy An Agricultural Products Processing Limited Liability Company, 200 million. Mạc Quốc Bá, Bá Hải Jewelry Store, 100 million. Hồ Thị Kim Loan, from Thắng Lợi Rice Store, 100 million, and other individuals and Catholic people. Leaders of Thốt Nốt Upper District People's Committee has organized to present merit certificates to volunteer students for their good attainments in support for COVID-19 vaccination tasks in the urban district. Accordingly, 87 individuals who are teachers, volunteer students of Cần Thơ College of Medicine and Cần Thơ Medicine Pharmacy University were presented merit certificates. Leaders of Thốt Nốt Upper District also sent thanks to the students for their support in the past time. As statistics accumulatively, as of now, 97,870 out of 117,146 residents aged 18 years old and above in Thốt Nốt Upper District have been vaccinated against COVID-19, representing 84%. According to the Health Ministry's regulation on vaccination management, data on COVID-19 vaccinations of cities and provinces must be fully logged into the National Population Database developed and managed by the Ministry of Public Security. Therefore, many localities, including Cần Thơ City, are quickly updating and supplying vaccination information to the system.
As reported by Cần Thơ Department of Information and Communications, to October 20th, the city has administered nearly 928,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines. 862,651 doses have been logged into the information portal and the electronic health book application, and 65,000 cases have not been updated yet. Therefore, the department is urging units and districts to update data to report to the City Steering Committee for COVID-19 prevention and control as soon and as much as possible.
By October 20, only about 60,000 out of 160,000 vaccination files remain unlocked to the e-portal of the vaccination platform of the Health Ministry. The districts are directing and mobilizing every force available to log vaccination data.
At the meeting that took place on October 16, the Ministry of Health, Public Security and Information and Communications agreed on the management and sharing of COVID-19 vaccination database nationwide. The Ministry of Health underscored that in the past time, Vietnam has actively searched for, approach and acquire vaccines as soon and as much as possible. A largest ever vaccination campaign has been launched. Research and vaccine transfer were effectively carried out. However, vaccination data haven't been fully verified. Cần Thơ City is quickly updating data following the directions of the government and the Health Ministry.
We are currently retrieving data of those who have come for vaccination but had not registered. We will collect and update data of everyone that has been vaccinated and marked with the population database of the Public Security Ministry. With our role as the Department of Information and Communications, we supervise and update the vaccination status of the districts and report to the city's People's Committee twice a day so that they can rush vaccine rollout and data logging, thereby providing drastic instructions in vaccination.
Not only does it help administer vaccination situation, fully updating COVID-19 vaccination data also facilitates citizens' travel. Competent agencies are rushing to retrieve data. After October 20th, data are updated as soon as vaccines are administered, ensuring that 100% of vaccinated people are registered through the electronic portal system.
And last but not least, we have the updated weather forecast. And that's it for this edition of Continuous. If you want to watch again in its bulletin, please visit our website, kenthtv.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.